Hello and welcome. This is the brand new Polestar 2. It's from Polestar, which is Volvo's performance division, and they have built this full electric four-wheel drive car that is absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look. Polestar have built an absolutely fantastic car. The fit and finish on this is beautiful. The design, really Swedish, really nice. And you can see this all the way to the back of the car. Let's have a look at the trunk and the trunk space. So as we have an electric trunk right here, look at this space, absolutely fantastic. Volvo have built even a massive space here for cables and everything, and there is this fantastic divider. It feels solid, it feels great, and you can take a little suitcase like this and put it right in here. Fantastic. Let's take a look at some of the exterior shots of the car. We have this modern side view mirror with edgeless design, big rims with golden brake calipers right here, and some more detailed shots from the side walking back towards the car. And then here from the other side, from the back, walking to the front. The interior is really minimalistic, very nicely done with this big touchscreen display and the gear selector, wireless charging right here, and then some more buttons for the media control and the adaptive cruise control. We have a fully digital tachometer right here with all the information we need. We're gonna go on a little trip. We have 2 hours to test drive the car. This is the performance version of the Polestar 2. So we have 300 kilowatts of power on 2 motors, one in the front, one in the back. And oops, I just missed my exit. I should have gone right here, but it's okay. I hope, right, yes, I can take the next right.
Turn right.
That's good. We set everything up in English, so that's fantastic. What can I say? First impressions, I like it. It's really nice.
Turn right.
The way that all the materials feel is fantastic. The way everything is built, it's great. I also really like these mirrors. Maybe you can like zoom into the mirrors. They're like frameless. Like this blinker noise here. Yes, they're really nice. What else? We have a panoramic glass roof. I wonder if you can change this blinker sound. It's very, very peculiar, very special. So if you look at the screen here, I'm just going to do a change right now. We have this one pedal drive here, which is now set to low, and we're going to put it to standard, or even off, low and standard. And the reason is because, here we go, we have some nice regenerative braking when we're using this. And what I really love about this car is how much regenerative braking we have. And we even have it till a standstill. So that's fantastic. This is actually changed by if you go here to the creep mode. On the creep mode, when you turn it to off like it is now, then it basically slows down till a standstill. If you have this on, then it won't do that. It will just keep rolling at like 7 kilometers an hour or something. So that's why better have it off, and that way we can really regen up to a standstill. It's fantastic. What I like as well is the pedal response feel, but we'll have to see this when we are like driving outside the city. But otherwise it's really quiet in here, which is really nice. What I also really like is, obviously we have all of the Google stuff here, Google Maps and so on, and it's super cool that we even have a Google map right here in the display. I don't know if you can show that while we're driving like this, but that is pretty fantastic. The car has driven 4,446 kilometers so far. Well, hang on, drive on a little here and then switch over to the Google Maps. Now, here's the question. How do we switch to Google Maps? If I click on this, yes, and then on this, there we go. Now we're back on Google Maps. We have a blind spot warning here with the orange little stripe on the wing mirror, which is nice. All right, so we are here on Albis Pass, which is a little kind of hill pass, really close to Zurich. It's one of my favorite driving roads to test out cars. It has this fantastic winding roads, country roads, that are really great to test out cars in Zurich, in my opinion. Because obviously, if you really want to have, you know, a good driving experience, you need to go to these kinds of winding roads that really then give you the experience of how driving a car really is, with the acceleration, the braking, the handling, and all of these aspects. And so what I can already say about this car is it handles fantastic. The way that it's poised on the road, the way it accelerates, the way it brakes, it's really, really well done. So well done, Polestar. What else can I say? It's super comfortable to drive. I love the, you know, instant acceleration that you have. Like I said, you don't have that on all electric cars, but you have it here and it's fantastic. One thing that would be fantastic to do, obviously, is to go on a longer road trip, you know, to see how this car drives on the highway. While I was driving before, there was this kind of pilot feature. Let me see how it's called. It's called, there's no name for it here. To turn it on, maybe then it gives me a name. Pilot assist, okay. We have this pilot assist feature here in the Polestar 2, which is really, really good. It has kind of like auto steer, where it will steer around corners. Obviously not here on country roads really, but it's made more for the highway, and it works really well. So that's really a fantastic feature, especially when you're driving for hours and hours. It really, really helps you arrive at your destination relaxed. All right, so to summarize this test drive with the Polestar 2, I have to say it's a great car. If you're looking for a family or even, you know, performance kind of electric car, full electric car that has the range, has the performance, has the driving handling, the comfort, the build quality, this is an absolute no-brainer. So I highly, highly recommend you get the Polestar 2. So my family used to have Volvo, an old Volvo back in the days, and I loved driving that car. It was really good fun. It was about my age though, so nearly 30-year-old that car now, but going back to Volvo, I really, really enjoy it. The way that it's designed, the way it's built is absolutely fantastic. You feel great. Has a fantastic sound system. I love the adaptive cruise control. It works absolutely well. I really like that the adaptive cruise control, when you click on the different buttons to accelerate and to slow down, it goes in increments of 5 kilometers an hour. I don't think you can change it. If I click and hold, oh, I see. So if you click and hold the button, it actually changes in 1 kilometer an hour increments. And if you click it once and then let go, it changes in 5 kilometers an hour increments, which is really nice, because most other cars that have this feature, you have to long press in order to get the 5 or 10 kilometer an hour step up. And if you do it once, it goes up 1 or 2 kilometers an hour. But I think for me, at least, most of the time when I'm driving, I want the step up to be higher than just, 1 or 2 kilometers an hour. So now we'll slow down. We'll go from 60 to 50. We click twice and we went from 60 down to 50. Absolutely fantastic, really smooth. What I also really like is the screen here that we have behind the steering wheel with all the information that we need. We have the battery percentage, which is at 86%. We have a range remaining of 350 kilometers. Now, this car has CCS fast charging. It does DC fast charging at 150 kilowatts, which is pretty impressive. And it can charge up this car pretty fast. All the other information that we have is really clearly visible. We have the temperature, we have the status of the lights, we have the cruise control, if it's turned on or not. We have the function that shows us if the pilot assist, the active steering assist, is on or not. which is really, really great. It all shows it to me in a really, really nice, clear manner. We have the Google Maps view, which is clear and concise. And I have to say, I really, really love using Google Maps as a navigation map, because it is just, you know, very clear, very concise, easy to read, easy to understand. This is something that Polestar has done that I absolutely love, is they have decided, okay, we're not going to do our own infotainment system like most car companies do. They decided...
400 meters. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
All right, look at this, how easy it is to mute the voice for the navigation. You just click on the loudspeaker button and click on mute, easy peasy. Many other car companies, they have it like embedded deep inside the settings and it's quite hard to find. But here, absolute breeze, fantastic. Driving this car on these country roads is absolutely a blast. It's super nice. We have this panoramic roof right here, which gives us so much light inside the cabin. The steering feel is super precise, really direct, really fun to drive. You have this instant torque, instant power if you need it. I have driven quite a few cars already, and quite a few electric cars, to be honest. And I have to say that this truly is one of the best that I have ever driven, from the way that it drives, from the way it feels, the comfort that you have in here, the sound system, the quietness, you know, the airiness, and also this light that you have, so much light with this fantastic panoramic sunroof. This car does not have a head-up display, but to be honest, I'm not really missing it. I have the speed here really clearly and concisely. I can see that easy peasy. All right, that was interesting, going over these little bumps. The way that Polestar has tuned their suspension is really nice. You have this kind of like sportiness. It's not too soft, but it is pretty comfortable, because when you go over these bumps, the way that the shock absorbers, the suspension works in dampening this is really, really nice. It's very satisfying. Very precise steering input, so when I tell the car to go in a direction, it really does go there. It's not very wallowy, not very soft, so that is really well done by Polestar. When you're inside this car and all the parts that you feel, the doors with the fabric, the materials, everything feels very, very premium and very, very well made. One thing that I've noticed that I absolutely love about this car is that the accelerator pedal is super soft. And what I mean by that is that you can actually, if you really want to, drive very softly, slowly, accelerate slowly. You just really gently push the accelerator and you have that really nice, smooth, soft driving. But then, if you want the power, you really push the accelerator. That's another story, and it gives you the power, and it gives it to you instantly, which is absolutely beautiful. What I also love about this is how they have actually decided to put real buttons on the steering wheel, and not these new fancy touch buttons. So really, when you press a button, you really feel that, and it's a really good old school kind of press.
And so this concludes my review of the Polestar 2. Thank you for watching.